Welcome to Bob Mike-cast. I am Mike Ismarchik. I'm here with
fellow whoever's coming.
Fellow realtor. Anyways,
Fellow
Bob
whoever's
Greenlaw.
there.
What's your name?
My name's Bob, by the way.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Cool.
All right, here we are live with us again. Thanks for being with us.
Well, good news.
Uh-oh.
We picked up another sponsor.
Okay, that's very cool.
All right. From the February 7th show.
Okay.
We did, we were talking about Tim Hortons and Big B Coffee.
Okay, yeah.
And, well, I guess not a sponsor of the show, but a sponsor again,
of us.
Of our coffee. Seems to be a trend. So
Yeah, we like it.
So that's
we
covered.
Thank you.
We have a gift card from second listener number 2, the other guy that listens.
We have one guy that listens, another guy that listens.
Another guy. So we got two guys, two people that are listening. So
these are good guys.
Number 2 sent us. We have a Big B and we have a Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, we got a little flavor.
So I guess we'll do a taste test at some point.
Sounds good. I like it.
So
well, you're the expert on coffee anyway, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't make it. I'm not a barista like you, but
that's a fact.
Yeah. So
no one makes coffees taste like I taste.
I enjoy the coffee. I don't make the
mean,
coffee.
The way I make them.
The way you make.
You know what I meant.
I think so.
Yeah, well, that's just.
I gotcha.
Speak clear.
All right. So we're heading into what, Memorial Day?
Memorial weekend's coming.
Memorial Day weekend. Okay.
Yeah,
and
getting ready to get out of here, man.
Yeah, we're heading.
We're heading up to the property to go ride and hang out
God's
in the
country.
woods. Yep, exactly. Disappear for a few days.
No cell service.
No cell service. It's one of the few places that I can honestly say it still doesn't quite work. It's getting better though. It is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to the top of the hill, ridge, whatever you want to call it.
Ridge.
It's up there.
You got a ridge.
But if I take the 4-wheeler up there with the phone, I mean, I'm 5G cooking.
Are you dealing with like a satellite phone?
Just my phone.
Your phone? You got to do one of those gigantic antennas.
I don't have to
set up the tripod and the big.
None of that.
No,
and we're not up. We're not in a bush or anything. We're up north, like by Alpena. It's still not inhumane. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
Yeah,
but no tripods. But if you take like I said, if you take a 4-wheeler or a Jeep, because you got to take something that's and get up to the top of the ridge, the phone works perfect. The kids go up there and we'll watch like movies and they'll download movies to their phone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's at the bottom of the ridge? Like, is it a?
It's low,
steep drive. It's been a while since I was up there, so
it's like 240 feet
straight down.
Yeah,
straight down.
It's something like that.
So, all right,
feet. You can't. There's parts of it you can't climb.
You can't climb it. You don't. Have you tried to climb it?
Done for years, man.
For years?
Well, when I was a kid, I tried.
You tried to climb from the steep side.
The steep of it.
250 feet,
dude. It's so steep that you're literally
pretty ambitious.
Doing that. You know what I mean? Like. Grabbing stuff, going up there. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's crazy.
All right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's steep, but you can't climb it. You can't walk it. And if you go off the back side of it, you're going. Yeah.
And you pace. You pace when you're on the phone. You're not just sitting there in a chair.
Yeah, no. This is just for the cell phone service. There's nice roads up there. We got a lot of trails and all this. You can walk it real nice up there. It's a nice walk.
All right.
But if you want your phone to work 100%, well, like when I go up and I have to call you, that's where I go. I go there, I call you. Yeah. Download my emails, download whatever I need to download, talk to you, figure out what's cooking.
Okay.
And then, usually if I go 10 feet from where I normally talk to you, 0.
Nothing.
Back to 0.
Radio silence. Okay.
Which is what we like about it.
Of course.
Yeah. You cannot be, we do have, a landline so we can get services and you're not completely away from everything but you know how it is when you get there. When you go in, it feels like you're going like into the woods for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. You're shut off from everything.
And you're out there. It's great. Anyway, what do you got cooking this weekend?
So, a couple things, couple events, but the main thing of this weekend is, I have to, we go to Disney World and I have to make my Disney dining reservations.
Oh boy, this is an event.
This is an event. Okay. Cause you know me.
I do.
I like to make sure that the trip is perfect. Everything is planned out.
Yeah. I don't know why you do that to yourself.
Well, basically when it's planned out in advance, then it's relaxed. Because listen, you go there. You've been there. You've been there.
Listen, I will give you
Craziness.
Yeah,
right.
I will tell
Chaos.
you, I could not have gone through it
Chaos.
without everything you did for me,
Mm-hmm.
because you are a Disney expert, basically.
Pretty much.
Listen,
Okay, well,
there shouldn't be anyone they call
researched.
but you.
Well researched, right?
Yeah.
So, what happens is 60 days in advance, you have to get up at, they say 6 o'clock. Now here's a pro tip for you. They say 6 o'clock, but actually it's more like 5:40, 5:45. They always started early.
Oh,
So if
Pro
you're
tip.
there waiting 6 o'clock thinking I'm going to get my first
Where are we
crack at
waiting?
reservation.
are you driving down to Disney? Like, are we standing outside
okay.
a window?
So here's what happens. So
Okay.
I get up.
Yeah.
Dina's up.
Family's up. We're all having breakfast.
We have
Good
two
time.
laptops going. We have the cell phones going. We're on the app. And we have the plan of attack. Okay. 7 restaurants.
Whoa.
7 restaurants. It has
Stop.
to be done in about 5 minutes.
Wait a minute. We're now, both of you are getting up now?
Yes.
We're sitting down. We're not getting involved with pajamas and coffee and laptops. This is what we're doing to book this thing?
This is what we're doing. This is the day. This is like if you don't nail this day, your trip's garbage.
So do you just cancel the trip?
So it's pretty much you're just not getting what you want to do. It's chaos, right?
What about just cancel the trip?
You could do that. Or then you have to wait. Like, okay, are there cancellations, whatever? But you get up, you start refresh.
This is
Two screens.
way too chaotic. There's no way this is a vacation. I'm sorry. This is crazy. This is nuts.
how you do it. But this is the pre-vacation. It's not even the vacation, right?
You're not supposed to pre-vacation things. What is this pre? Everything's pre. Everybody wants to pre-party, pre-this. What did you say party? If you're going to party, you're partying. It's not a pre-party.
Well,
it's
what
just
do you
the
do?
party.
You just throw it together, or do you got to go pick up food? You have to do some planning.
That I get it.
You don't just say, "Hey, let's have the party," and then everything just magically shows up.
No, I totally agree. I understand. You got to have it's good that you're on top of this.
Yes.
Clearly, this is an event.
So we have our rankings of what we want and what's hardest to get.
Okay.
So you start with number 1, the mix of the hardest to get restaurant.
And this is because you got to do a dining plan and all this
want.
kind of stuff, or
Well, we just
or
have to
they
make the
don't do-
reservations. Yeah. So you have your week planned out, right? So and we have these whatever restaurants we want to go to. We have them planned out on specific days, kind of specific times, right? And then you knock that out, right?
Were these like the Mickey hands what you were giving me when you were?
What's that? Well, I don't think they do. What they don't point with fingers.
Yeah.
For something, right? Yeah. When they
Mickey
when
hands.
that, like so. Yeah, I would be doing like this. I think.
Okay.
Right, like the workers for some
I
reason.
got you.
They're not allowed.
I just want to make sure you're full
do this.
Disney.
I can do this to you,
Can't do this.
but yeah, it's something like that. But yeah,
Okay.
So we rock it out, and then it's done. You get that.
And you said this is 7 days of this. Is that what we're doing? This is what you're doing?
7 days of restaurants. You're booking 7 days, so you can book from the first day of your trip. 10 days, so 60 days from the first day of your trip. You can book up to 10 days after that. So you can book so it opens up, and you can book every day of your trip in this 1 5-minute time period.
Okay, so I guess all right.
You have some questions. It looks like
I have at
looks like
least
you have
a
questions,
question.
concerns. Okay.
A question.
Yes.
So do you only have this 30-second window at 5 a.m. to drill these times, and then basically
They go like this.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah. There's me, and then there's how many other people that are going that day.
that's what I'm saying.
How many people? I don't know what the.
I think the park takes
capacity is.
1,000, right, or something like that.
Oh, I thought more than that.
More than that.
More than that.
But I'm saying reservations.
Mm-hmm.
Like the restaurants there aren't huge, right?
No.
They fit maybe 80 to 100 people at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So at 5 o'clock, about 50 or 60.
100,000 in just the Magic Kingdom. So one of the parks, 100,000 is capacity.
Yeah.
So you figure 100,000 people.
10% of them are going to eat at a restaurant.
Just say take half that have no idea that you even have to make the reservations, right? Half
Listen,
gone.
I'll be totally transparent and clear. Yeah. I went one time with my family.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for you, I'm sure it would have sucked.
try and help you out.
because you hooked it all up, got me reservations and all that, fun stuff. But
Yeah.
I know one thing. I'm never going back.
wasn't
So
your thing.
I know I'm not getting up at 5 a.m.
No, it's not your
for
style.
a 20-second window of whether or not I'm eating on Tuesday. No, man, that's nuts. That's just nuts.
Well, I have 2 rules, okay, for the trip.
Right.
1,
Rule number 1.
I don't wait in lines.
I like that about you.
Okay. Number
I
2,
I respect that
number 2,
because I'm not a line waiter. You know that.
yes.
Right.
Number 2, take it slow. I'm not one of these rush. Got to get through this. Let's keep it going. So that is why you have to nail the restaurant reservations, because your restaurants are your downtime.
But don't you kind of feel like that's the whole point of vacation is kind of just, I don't know, go with the flow?
Well,
This whole I got to be at dinner at 7 o'clock, that stresses me out.
Stresses
5
you
days
out.
of that would just drive me nuts.
it's something to look forward to. Hey, I get to take a break at this time.
Yeah.
Right. You're hanging out, and you get like an hour and a half of sitting down.
Listen, I'm a
air-conditioned.
food junkie. When I go on
Yes.
vacation, it's about eating,
Yes.
right? I know there's a lot of
That's the
people
main
that
thing,
want
right?
to party and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah.
care about drinking,
Mhm.
but I love to eat on vacation. Like, that's very important to me.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying I don't do reservations or haven't done the vacations with all that. Yeah.
Yes.
But like every day, if someone's handling that, like I have gone on certain all-inclusives where
Yeah.
you have somebody that's a, butler or whatever the heck they
Yes.
call them. They book your stuff for you,
Mhm.
right? So that was cool.
But you still had a time.
Doesn't matter. It was still cool because it was kind of like she would come back and say, well, we'll see you at dinner reservations at 7. But if you missed them at 7, they'd get you in somewhere at 7:30. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
how cool it was. That's why it wasn't like a stress.
Well, it's not the whole point of this is to eliminate the chaos.
That sounds more chaotic.
It does. But it will be chaotic one day. But then if you can nail everything, totally relax.
I mean, listen, man, you've been to Disney so many times.
mm-hmm.
And we've been, there's no doubt that you've been there so many times. You're an expert, no doubt. But let me ask you, even now on your 100th time to Disney,
Mm-hmm.
you are still waking up at 5 a.m. with hot coffee, laptops, phones, crickets, pigeons, whatever kind of medium you got cooking over there.
You think they should just give me the reservation?
At this point, I'm kind of thinking that you
my
may have
patronage.
earned the fact that, hey,
I
listen,
would love that. Yeah.
when I come to Disney,
Mhm.
I just pick my fucking
Yeah, listen.
time. Excuse my language. Sorry. That's how passionate I am for you.
All right.
We'll
Yeah.
beep it.
Okay.
But I'm serious. Like, why are you doing that at 5 o'clock in the morning? It's crazy. Like,
Gotta
that
do
doesn't
it.
even
You
make
gotta
sense
do
to
it.
me.
Listen.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I think you're doing something wrong. You should
So-
be reaching out to somebody. I think you should make a phone call.
All right. Let's get on the horn. Let's.
I
get a
really
hold
do,
of
man. Like,
them.
listen, you should
There
be
has to be some pull.
you
There should
should
be
be
like a
an-
VIP program.
come
right?
on. I
Like
mean,
after you earn like a loyalty program.
buddy, I couldn't even try to
Mhm.
guess the amount of cash that you and your family alone have handed Disney over the
Well, essentially, Disney's your
20 plus years.
your partner. you got to sell a house so you can. So
Pay for
you
Disney.
get paid, I get paid, and Mickey gets
Disney.
paid, right?
Yeah.
So Mickey gets.
I got to go to work
gets
every
his.
day,
Yes.
folks. So Mickey gets his.
Mickey gets paid, yeah. So
But my point is, this should afford you some loyalty.
certain, top of the line.
Like you used to get
front of the
reward
line.
miles for flying
Yes.
on an airplane,
Mhm.
and you got all these cool little perks here and there. You got a bump up here, or
Mhm.
we're going to move you to first class. And as little as that sounds, when you use something over and over and over and over and over, and then one time you show up and they're like, oh, you know what? Just because you're here today, we're bumping you because you're such a great customer.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a classy move. Like, that's the epitome of class. When someone comes up to you after using a service,
when you get the perks.
and someone just,
Mhm.
hey, man, not because you're paying,
Mm-hmm.
but I want you to experience this. And this is our way of saying thank you for being a cool customer.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
It's great.
But
And those companies that kind of dropped all that, shame on you.
yeah,
'cause you didn't
which
need
is
to
pretty
go
much
crazy with
every
Yeah.
company. I mean, they're not giving anything anymore.
Well, no, because people started to, what do? They abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it
Well-
became about, oh, you didn't give me an upgrade, but you gave him one. And then it's like you can't control it. And then there's one ticket, but 9,000 people have the upgrade. You can't,
Yeah.
At some point it fizzles out, but it is cool to have, and you should not be getting up at 5 a.m. to get this
You don't like
week's.
this.
No,
This bothers you.
this
Bothers you.
listen, if it were me,
Mm-hmm.
I'd just cancel the trip
You're just all out.
because this is crazy.
Can I tell you something?
Well, you're going to say it anyway, so
There's there's a
you can
a
tell me.
certain level of pride that comes with nailing the
buddy.
bookings.
I know.
When you go there, it's like playing a perfect round of golf, right? You get done, you're like, oh yeah, I just did that.
I know because the day that you're talking about, when is this day that you have this?
This is Monday.
Oh, so you have to do this on Monday.
Monday.
Okay.
Yes. Holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're getting up at 5
We're getting up at 5
on a holiday
Yes.
to book.
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to Disney? Like months away from now, right? It's not
Yes.
like next week, right?
No, 60 days in advance. Yeah. So, yeah.
This is insane.
But then it's over. And then it's over and you're locked in.
No, but then you'll have a swagger about you on Tuesday. So I'll know.
I'm going to be walking. Yeah. Or
you won't come in.
or I'll be crushed.
Or you'll be like really upset.
Yes.
And you're
I'll
like,
be mad. I'll be throwing things.
We
Yes.
were going to go
Yes.
at noon.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to go at 1. And my day is shot.
Yes. There it is.
That's crazy.
There it is. You just said it.
I'm just saying that's crazy.
You just said it.
I-
So there's only.
I may have said it, but
just,
you're living it.
You just said it.
You
just said it.
You.
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 No. So yeah. So hopefully
I wouldn't do that, man.
Hopefully, well, last year
I
went with my whole family
That's what I'm saying.
on my side, right?
Oh, this time it's not the
This
whole.
time it's just my immediate, Dina and the kids.
Okay.
But yeah, whole family, 14 people, right? And I did this for 14.
No way.
Yeah, got it all done.
No way.
Mhm.
Nope. No.
And worked it out. So
You're nuts. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
well,
They used to call those people camp coordinators. That's what you are. You're coordinating the crazy. You're corralling the nuts
camp
in
coordinator.
Disney. Yeah, you're a
Tell me
camp
about
coordinator. You're a
camp.
Disney
Tell me about your
coordinator.
times at your camp, your childhood camps.
Listen,
What
man,
camps did you go to?
if I ever went to a camp, one, I wasn't in camp.
What did you learn
long.
at camp?
I learned how to get out.
Did you learn how to tie knots?
I learned how to fake
Did you tie
injuries.
knots?
Mom, come get me. I can't be here.
You do the potato sack race?
I'm champion. 2 years running. Jack tape.
Check tape, yeah. I did rock the potato sack race. Get me?
I was Mr. Sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a part
2
of
years
me.
running.
Yeah.
I'm
can
an
see
expert.
it. I can
Listen,
see
I'm
it.
not going to any camps. I can't go to a camp. Look at me. I'm there's no way.
You're
Sitting
a
here
camper,
doing
you're-
this is
you're-
hard.
You go to deer camp.
That's the one camp that we do. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one camp I
You
do.
like camping. You're an outdoors guy.
I'm not a camper, man. No, I like the bougie stuff about camping. I like
Okay.
having a bed and hot water and all that stuff. I still kind of.
Glamping.
Well, it's not glamping. I don't mind if it's a house. I don't want it to be a tent. You know what I mean?
You're just not staying. When's the last time you stayed in a tent?
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Kids were little last time we were in a tent.
So you're not about the tent.
Not about the tent.
You like the outdoors, but it has to be controlled.
If it's a life or death situation, will I survive in the woods? Yes. Will I
You
sleep?
think you were survive like
100%.
Yeah. So
No
you could
question
you
I
could
would
find the berries that are not poisonous and
I would find something. I'm guessing if I'm stranded somewhere where there is type of life other than me there,
yeah.
then there's a good chance I'll live.
You'll
if
live.
I'm in the middle of Antarctica where it's void of life, I'm dead.
Okay.
I
On a
guess
scale
doesn't matter.
of 0 to John Rambo, where do you fall?
Oh my God.
Where do you fall? If I threw you out there with,
Well, I mean, Rambo probably. I got the knife.
got the knife. Can you use a
I
knife?
can shoot a bow. I don't know. It doesn't tick and blow stuff up like
Can
he
you shoot?
does.
Yeah, maybe not while you're running.
But I'm listening. I don't know. I'm probably
On
in
the
the
move.
middle.
You're in the middle.
I give myself 50-50 odds
Okay.
of living.
All right.
Well, maybe better. I'd go 60-40.
60. Give yourself about
Maybe
a 60%.
70-30.
Does it
Maybe
it probably-
80-20.
Oh, now you're bumping it up.
Maybe
You're feeling a little confident.
75. Yeah, 25, 35.
You just
whatever.
spitting out numbers.
Yeah, I'll just spit numbers.
Just keep. Yeah.
I'm better than average. I would bet on me surviving. That's what I'm saying.
You're a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
Okay. How would you do on Survivor? The show.
I don't like that show. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I really think that there's nothing big about what they do. I mean,
Just live
there's
off
cameras everywhere where
Yeah.
you know that you're not in danger. So it's no real.
So there's a safety net.
What I would love to see
Yeah.
the show is we're dropping you off, and then 40 days we're gonna pick you up. If you ain't here, we got to come find you.
How long is this series?
Well, we just no. It's
If
two
you're not
shows.
gonna- if you're not
two
gonna
big
film.
shows. Two big shows.
So there's a drop off and a pickup.
like a 5-hour drop-off show,
Okay.
right? So you'll have like, let's say 5 hours of drop-off time.
Okay.
And, you know, mixing that nude and afraid into it would be fun, too. You just drop them off all nude in the middle of nowhere
You got
with
nothing.
no food.
Yeah.
But we tell you,
Can't smuggle anything in there.
no. Wow.
Okay.
No. But we can tell you this. You can survive and you can make it. But it's not going to be easy. And you're probably going to get a mosquito bite or two.
Or malaria.
Or malaria.
Yeah. So they're not monitored.
And there's like maybe we give them a pouch that has like a flare gun in it, right? You pop the flare, we'll come get you. But then, you know, you're out.
So you're talking like Hunger Games style.
Hunger Games times 20.
Times 20. So you want it worse than Hunger Games.
Yeah, I just don't want people killing each other.
Okay. So that's
still
that's
a
the
good
rule.
Good rule. No one's got to
Yeah,
die.
okay.
Okay. Unless you die from malaria. And like I said, can happen.
But
Mosquitoes.
there's no safety net. So you're
You
just letting
get
these people
bit.
go.
If you get bit by something and you're starting to feel a little awkward, you're going to want to shoot that, you know, come get me.
Oh, you got the rescue flare.
It's a rescue
I
flare.
gotcha. Okay.
20 minutes, we're there.
20 minutes.
We're on the next island partying, having a good time.
Okay.
We
You got the production crew over here.
we got monitors through the woods. We have sensors.
I thought we're not
places.
watching.
We're not watching, technically.
Okay.
We're just monitoring.
Your monitor. Okay.
Like we know that they're on the south side of the island. Why? Because they hit a beacon and we know someone's over there.
So you put like chips.
Not chips on them, but more on the island per se. But listen, it's
Sensors.
a great show.
You want sensors.
And then the finale is
So
like an 8-hour.
So show number 2.
Show number 2 would be like
So you
8
got-
hours,
So
whole
you got
day,
the season premiere, show number 1.
dropping you off,
Show number 2,
picking you up.
finale.
And then in the pickup,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we'll be having them tell real stories of what happened.
And you said this is an 8-hour show?
Well, I'm just saying, could be
So
5, 4,
5 hour?
3,
So-
2, whatever.
So you tune in, you get home from work, you tune in at
Well, this is going to be like a Saturday probably show.
Saturday. So this is like a live
like an
event.
all-day live. Listen, this is where life's going, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to
All right,
happen.
Okay. All right.
There'll be live events. It's not going to be a series and stuff.
have
It's
you-
going to be natural.
Have you pitched this to the networks?
No.
No.
Oh,
You're
there's no
just
pitching.
Sitting on this one.
Sitting on it.
Sitting on it.
I'm
Okay.
just telling you it'll happen. And when it
Well.
does, I'm not going to say, hey, look, I told you.
Well, it's recorded, so
Well,
there you go.
It's live.
Right? You
Yeah.
go. You have
What do you keep looking at? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at
Why are you always
the
staring
video
off?
screen. I'm checking.
Oh, you're checking the video?
checking, you know, this thing doesn't run itself.
Yeah, I know. I know. But isn't that a great show? Like, wouldn't you like to have that more of a, I don't know. I just don't feel like those shows are really real. I mean, I know they are. And please don't, whoever.
No,
whatever. I don't
they're-
want to hear comments about this is a real thing. I get it's real. I'm saying is, are you ever in like this
You want somebody
real
in danger.
survival?
Yeah.
Like you're not, I mean, it is. It's staged. It's not how it's, you know, you've seen the
But
shows. I'm sure.
they create the situations.
Right. I think
It's-
it can be scripted to some
It's
kind.
all yeah.
Yeah.
They push them in certain directions and make them do certain things.
And again, you know, how many hours are filmed and then what do they edit?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the edit is basically in whatever manipulation that they want us to follow the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if someone who was really like going through some crazy stuff in the middle of the night, you know, got bit by a rattlesnake and started hallucinating. And,
But don't you want to see that?
No.
You don't want
wants
to
to see that?
You just want to see them getting dropped off and picked up.
Yeah. I want to see that they survived.
Okay.
Well, if they did it, right, then
Mhm.
you'd say, oh, wow, they survived. I don't care how they survived. The how doesn't matter. It's just that they did.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You see show number 1, they get dropped off.
Dropped off.
Okay. Show number 2, they're picked up.
Yeah.
You
Me.
are the biggest skeptic I know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch that and say, well, they probably didn't do anything.
Doesn't matter. It's no different than what
They
I'm
didn't do
watching right
anything.
now.
I didn't see him do anything. I didn't see it.
You're
How am I
going
to
to see them
trust
come
that
out.
this
They're
actually
going to be
happened?
coming out with bites and shit in their hair.
But you can do that. You can give makeup. You can
So we got to watch fake throughout the whole thing when they fall on rocks.
Listen.
They're barefoot on walking on like jagged rocks, and their feet are still normal. Come on.
You may be onto something, and you may be totally crazy. I don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: I am skeptical about that stuff because clearly it can be manipulated.
Okay,
that's all.
If you don't show up one day, I'll know the network picked it up. I know you got it across.
Well, if I'm being dropped off,
if you're
on
being
episode
dropped off,
1, and I bet you
with
better
your
tune in.
75% of Rambo skills.
Yeah,
heightened. Pretty good with the bow staff, knife.
Listen, I'm really
what kind
good.
of knife you carry?
I don't carry a daily knife.
Your pocket knife?
No, it's a but when I'm in the
pretty
woods,
good
I got a
size.
good.
Yeah.
Well, you need a multi-blade, right? When you're out in the woods, you need a multi-tool. Period.
Yeah.
You're stupid if you don't. So, like I said, we ride, right? What happens when something happens? You got to have pliers. You got to have a screwdriver. You're gonna have to have something, especially if you have mechanics.
Bottle opener,
flint.
Yeah.
Right. You should have that if you're out in the woods.
Can you make a fire out of? With kindling and
rubbing rock.
Yeah.
Rubbing twigs.
You got that? You got that skill? Did you earn that badge?
Let's just say, let's just say this: I've done it.
You've done it.
Yeah.
Magnifying
but
glass?
I won't go to the woods without you'd have to be naked and afraid. Like you'd have to have lost everything, and then you start doing stuff like that. But yeah, that's key number 1, right? Fire.
Yeah. Fire. There you go.
Got fire, got food.
What else is there?
If you're gonna be out there, man, you were talking pro tips. When you're down in Disney,
pro tip. Give me a pro tip.
Give you Disney pro tip. Ready?
Yes.
When you show up at the park, do not show up nude.
They frown upon that.
It's not going to happen. And 2, light a fire if stuff gets real. Like if the Pirates of the Caribbean goes down, you're going to want to start a fire somewhere in that line to make sure you survive the night. Get what I'm saying?
So if I'm stuck,
if you're stuck,
I need to know how to
light a fire.
There we go. Okay. Oh, I think
we're going to stop there with the fire.
Yeah. All right, well, enjoy.
Have fun in Disney. Have fun on Memorial Day, wasting your whole day doing that stuff. My God.
It's great to have a supportive partner here.
God, great.
All right. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
All right, buddy.